Holy sport!
Yeah.
As the winter storms blast the Midwest and the Northeast, it's sunny and 70 down in Tampa, but it's not going to stay sunny. Rain and 15-mile-an-hour winds are on call for Sunday nights. Super Bowl 55 at Raymond James Stadium as the Bucks become the first team to play in the home stadium in a Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl week, everyone. Welcome to our show. We got you covered. We got your picks. It's G-Man from Snowy, Ohio, and the Cali Man from the Cloffice, T-Money. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Excited to be here. G-Man, like the background, row that boat, baby. Yeah, that's the Bucks are trying to win a big one this week. It's exciting. So glad to be back. And man, you're getting hit with some snow up there. It's nice out here. Just T-shirt and shorts weather. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, we got the pirate ship in the background. Tampa Bay, the city's going crazy. They're already blowing off fireworks.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a real quick trivia question about hosting Super Bowls. Guess who has hosted the most Super Bowls?
Miami.
Oh, you know that?
No, I guessed.
How many? How many? You
I
like
don't know.
Florida?
Let me go with 4.
11.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
11. And did you know Tampa's hosted 5 Super Bowls, counting this one?
Did
So,
not.
hey, man,
Did not. But hey, everyone wants to be in Florida, so that's why I said Miami.
Everyone wants to be in Florida, man.
Yeah.
What's going on out there, T-Money? What's
Woo.
going on in your sports world that you want to tell us about tonight?
Yeah, exciting stuff going on. Like you said, Super Bowl week, but everything has been focused on Matthew Stafford and that trade, man. The Rams and the Lions trade quarterbacks. So Goff, 2 first-rounders and a third-rounder are not now headed to Detroit. Pretty crazy. Big move. Lot of faith the Rams look like they have in Matthew Stafford. What do you think about that?
Well, hey, man, I love it. I love it, man. They're making moves. I think, they knew, Sean McVay knew, probably a year ago he was going to do this. He probably knew he didn't have his guy. But, Matt Stafford now, he's pushed the Rams up to number 3 in terms of Super Bowl odds to win Super Bowl 56.
Yeah.
This year's 55. 56 Super Bowl. The Rams are now 3rd behind the Chiefs and the Packers. Chiefs and Packers for 2nd. And now we got the Rams tied with the Bucks tied for 3rd on the betting odds to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me at all. Jared Goff is the reason that team would lose games. He never was in a game and looked like he was carrying the team. When they lost games, it was because of Jared Goff. Number 1 defense in the league. He had the least yards attempted in each pass attempt of any quarterback in the NFL. So he wasn't really throwing the ball downfield. Stafford's got a great arm. I think this is a phenomenal move for the Rams. And like the Bucks are trying to do next year, Super Bowl is in LA. So, can they be the first team if the Bucks don't pull it off to win? And another interesting fact here. I thought you might like this. Guess who was in Cabo this weekend? While these trade rumors are going on, Stafford and Sean McVay had dinner after hearing that they got traded together because they were both in Cabo at the same time.
Awesome,
that is
man.
Wild.
That is awesome. I was going to say Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford.
No, Sean McVay was there, so it's pretty wild.
Everybody's pumped up about this and are going to be talking about it, but I'm going to just throw the other side of the coin out there. Does anybody worry that Matthew Stafford does not want a playoff game? I mean, the guy's 0-3. He went to the playoffs 3 times. He lost. The guy's never won a playoff game. Is anybody worried about that around here? Or are we just too excited?
I don't know. I do think he has carried that franchise personally. I give him the benefit of the doubt because of how bad that surrounding talent has always been, and the coaching has not been great either. So I personally give him a little bit of slack here. It worries me, but he is an upgrade from Jared Goff. So I think that's what the Rams are thinking.
Everybody's so fired up, though.
You think Sean McVay right now, he's thinking, if I can take Jared Goff to a Super Bowl, just imagine what I have with Matthew Stafford. Even if he's not Patrick Mahomes, I can do something with this guy. That's what they're thinking is. But now is Detroit, even though they got Goff in the QB market, big mix-up this year that looked like shocking projections now. Zach Wilson from BYU is projected to be the number 2 guy off of the draft board before Justin Fields. So if you're Detroit looking for a quarterback to sit behind Goff for a year or two, Zach Wilson is going to be the number 2 guy off the board. Pretty wild.
You know, you already apologized to Buckeye Nation for your rant on Justin Fields when he came out and proved himself, passing for 6 touchdowns,
He did.
completely outplaying Trevor Lawrence. That's sewed it up for that number 2 pick, man. That number 2 pick's going to Justin Fields because he outplayed Trevor Lawrence. I know Trevor's going to get that first pick, but that second pick is what we're talking about, the Jets pick. Who are they going to choose? And I know NFL.com is saying Justin Fields is that second pick, and CBS Sports is saying Zach Wilson. So they're still kind of split. Justin Fields, 6'3", 228. Zach Wilson, 6'3", 210. He's kind of a smaller guy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and Justin Fields' running ability is just dynamic. That's what it really makes him great. He's kind of Deshaun Watson-esque, that he does not look to run ever, but he can, and that adds a different aspect. Zach Wilson's a decent runner. I don't want to cut him some slack, but it'll be interesting to see what happens as the draft gets closer and closer. So that's exciting. I love that mix-up of QBs.
I think the better spot for one of those guys really is that 4th pick. When you come out of the Jets pick, do either of them really want to go there? Because the 3rd pick's in Miami, who's going to choose somebody else, probably a lineman or a Chase from LSU. But that 4th pick with Atlanta, that might be the better spot for one of these guys to land because they can play 1 year behind Matt Ryan and then take over.
Yeah.
And it's a better team. They got that 1 year of learning.
Mm-hmm.
I think that 4th pick would be a better spot for either of them.
No, I totally agree. I've always been a huge proponent of sitting a year. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady sat behind Bledsoe. All these guys have sat for a year, and I really think it can do you wonders.
It does help.
Plus, Justin Fields is from Atlanta. Be pretty exciting. Go home.
That's right.
So that would be fun. So
transferred from Georgia to Ohio State.
Yeah, so that would be fun. But from young to old we go. Because these guys weren't even alive when Brady was there, when Brady was playing in his rookie year at the moment, the guys we were just talking about. But Tom Brady is trying to fight on Father Time, and now, originally saying he wants to play till he's 45, is thinking about playing past that. That would be crazy if this guy continues past 45, which would be next year, which would be at the end of next year. Will he play past next year? I don't know. It's just crazy.
I think he'll play past next year. He's 43, going to 45, maybe past 45. I think he's going to play 3 years. 3 more years, at least.
On top of this one, so 3 more.
No, including this one.
Okay.
He's 43 in 2021.
Yeah.
So if he's going to 45, that's 2023. But, hey, look at this. I want you to tell me which of these quarterbacks, these are, let's say, the best of the best quarterbacks that are older, okay? You tell me which one has the most potential. I'm going to go by age, okay? Tom Brady's 43.
Okay.
And I think he can play 2 more years. What do you think about his arm?
Yeah, I was really down on him coming into this year because the past 2 seasons with the Patriots has been a big decline. He was only throwing for touchdowns in the 20s. Arm wasn't looking great. QBRs were low, and he has totally come alive this year. Now, he struggled versus playoff teams, but everyone does. So his arm talent looks there. He's throwing the ball deeper than he has in a decade, and it looks great. So I'll give him benefit of the doubt.
You got him at 43, looking good. At 42 years old, Drew Brees.
He's retired.
He's looking weak, man. That arm's looking weak at 42.
He's never had the strongest arm.
I know some of these guys might retire. I'm just kind of showing you the caliber of the guys that are really good that are at this age. All right, and then you got at 39 years old, Phillip Rivers. His arm was dying, man. This is what's so amazing about Brady is still making the throws.
Yeah.
All right, then we got 38 years old. You know who it is, 38?
Aaron Rodgers.
Big Ben.
Big Ben.
38. Arm's still strong. I like his arm.
Maybe. He didn't look like he could throw the ball downfield this year, but I think that was because of the surgery.
He had Claypool down the field a few times.
That's true.
But he's missing people.
Yeah.
And then at 37 is Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers looks awesome.
Yeah.
His arm is running. He's running.
Yeah. So
he's 37.
It'll be interesting. The biggest thing is I think when something gets in Brady's head, it's like, who am I chasing? What record can I set? George Blanda, oldest QB to start in the NFL at
Yeah,
48. So
yeah,
that's an old time. I mean, was that
yeah.
5 more years to get to that? That's a lot more than
He
I
may
think
be
he
looking at
thought,
that.
or his wife Giselle thought. So we'll see. But he's just fighting time right
He's
now,
looking
and
good though. He's looking good. I
yeah,
have faith in
so
him.
it's crazy. But the one guy who could catch him, Patrick Mahomes. What do you think? Big GOAT debate going on right now. People are saying Brady clearly has the resume, but I don't think Patrick Mahomes could catch him if he loses this one head to head. But if he wins, do you think he has a shot at becoming the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, he has a shot. Definitely has a shot. The next 3 years is going to determine it. These guys are going to be going at it for the next 3 years at
Yeah.
least. Brady has 10 Super Bowls and won six. He's been to 10 Super Bowls and won six. Mahomes
Yep.
been to one Super Bowl and he won it. This is his chance to repeat. So I want to look back at the the greatest quarterback duels in a Super Bowl. But this is the only one, this one that we have this year, where you have the aging GOAT up against someone that could surpass him. It's the only one
Yeah.
where you have had two great quarterbacks of that caliber. But here's the other ones. This will bring back some memories. 1975 and 1978, great quarterback duel in the Super Bowl. Terry Bradshaw against Roger Staubach.
Yeah.
1984, Montana Marino.
It's a great
1984
one.
in the Super Bowl. 1997, Elway versus Favre.
Great.
And we go to 2009, Peyton Manning versus Drew Brees.
Yeah, those are great matchups.
And then we got 14, Brady versus Russell Wilson. So those are some of the great duels in the Super Bowl we've seen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure at the time that Montana Marino one was probably the GOAT, GOAT game. And, those two guys were the GOATs at their time. Montana was until Brady took him out. So, and Marino was up and coming. I think that was his rookie or second year there. So that would have been a fun one to be a part of, very similar to this. But if Patrick Mahomes wins this one, of 2 Super Bowls in his first 4 years, just like Brady, he'll have an MVP though. That's big. But I think the biggest thing is he would beat him head to head in a Super Bowl and would have a chance to become not only the first QB but first team to ever three-peat next year. It's mainly about getting notches that have never been completed, I think. And a first three-peat by a team and QB would be a huge one because Brady never could do that. He did 3 and 4 years. He did not do the three-peat. So I think Mahomes has a chance. I think he's got to get to like 6 or 7 out of 8. I don't know if he's ever going to get to 10, but beating him head to head, I think, is the biggest one, and being the driving force.
It all starts Sunday night, man. The city of Tampa's ready. We got a great show coming up for you guys.
Oh yeah,
we're really fired up to break it down for you, give you our picks. We got some great picks for you. We got the Woonwise Trivia of the Week coming up here. Team Money, the question for you this week: which 4 teams have never appeared in a Super Bowl, and who will make it there first? You think about that, and all you fans out there thinking too. We love you, fans. We love you, man. Keep sending us your ideas. We got Ross v. Ross coming up, and we have the T. Ross Rant coming to you live from the San Francisco rooftops, where Team Money's going to chug a Bud Light. You're going to love this show coming up tonight.
Gonna be a fun one. It's exciting. Let's do it. Let's dive in, baby.
All right, wait. Let's start off with the Ross v. Ross, Team Money. And the question for us is, would you rather have Deshaun Watson or Trevor Lawrence on your team?
All right, well, this has come up a lot, recently, and I thought it'd be fun to tackle because if you're the Texans or the Jags, and you're the Jags, would you trade that number 1 pick and just that for Deshaun Watson? Personally, I would rather have Deshaun Watson. I think a lot of guys come in hyped. There's a ton of number 1 prospects, ton of number 1 picks, but look at Jared Goff, traded, number 1 pick. Stafford, traded, number 1 pick. Wentz, traded, number 1 pick. These guys are all top picks. You never know. Sam Darnold's the 3rd pick. What's the difference between the 3rd and the 1st pick? A lot of these guys come in as high prospects. but sometimes they don't pan out. Whether it's who they end up with, who's around them, what their work ethic like. Once they get out of that college structure and have all that freedom, there's just so many unknowns. Deshaun Watson is a known badass in this league, and I'll take that for the next 10 years.
Good, because you are a badass, man.
That's true.
Why.
That's true. He takes after me.
But it's interesting that we're talking about these two Clemson quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Neither of them won the Heisman. They're both great leaders. Deshaun comes out of Clemson, didn't win that Heisman. He probably should have. He doesn't get it. Comes into the pros, does great. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be the same thing. They just have a great system there in Clemson, and I think if you're leading that team, you're going to be a great quarterback. So I have confidence in Trevor Lawrence. He's got the skills. Everybody knows it. Here's why Jacksonville will not make this move. I think there's two reasons. One, Lawrence is going to be on a rookie. I'm looking at cost. He's going to be a rookie contract. Okay. That'll give them a lot of flexibility from a cost standpoint to add other players. Where they bring Deshaun in, I think they lose some of that, and they give up draft picks possibly. And so they're going to give up a lot when they probably got a guy that's going to be good. So I think cost is one thing. Number two, why would you help your division foe? The AFC South, and we got the Titans, the Colts, the Texans, and the Jags. Now, Titans and Colts are sitting there at the top this year, but if one of these teams want to get to them, why am I going to feed the other team that's in my division? I don't think that's really good. But think about this. FanDuel Sportsbook. You look at the NFL futures, okay? Odds to draft Lawrence, okay? The first one, obviously, is Jacksonville. But guess who the two? Number two in the odds in the sportsbook to draft Lawrence is now the Texans. So the sportsbook is saying maybe that the Texans get to draft Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, the reason they're doing that is because the only way the Jags don't draft him is because they would trade it to the Texans. I don't know. So I was thinking more, and a large scale here. I totally do not think the Jags do this. I actually agree with you. This wouldn't be a smart move because they need to get in on the ground floor and really build a culture there. And so I think having a rookie in where you can kind of influence things, they have the most cap space in the league, so they can bring in whoever they want, pay a ton of guys, surround that rookie contract with talent while you can. If I'm looking at just a blank slate, though, different than the Jags situation, I would take Deshaun purely because he's a known commodity. Second best QBR in the league behind Mahomes the past 3 years. Most passing yards last year. Never had a solid run game, and he's 25 locked up on a long-term deal. I'll take him just purely because I know he's a known factor, and there's so many busts in the NFL. About only 66% of first-round picks become starters, and I think the life expectancy of a first-round pick is about 30% to be over 5 years. So a lot of these guys are busts. I mean, you never know.
Are busts, but a lot of number one picks are not. And you get that number one pick, you're a pretty sure thing, man. You look at someone like Patrick Mahomes, these Baker Mayfield, these guys get number one picks. They're pretty solid that they're going to be good at the number one pick.
Yeah.
You pull someone up and draft them 8 as a quarterback, okay, man, you're risking a little bit to go that late. But usually the number one pick works out.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. And he is the number one prospect in high school that in the last 10 years, and he's the number one prospect to come out since Andrew Luck. So he is a highly, highly rated guy. He might be higher than Luck and highest since Montana. So
why is everybody talking about that?
Or Elway, I'm sorry.
Joe Burrow. Everybody's forgetting about Joe.
I know he wasn't a highly rated prospect and recruit, though.
He was the number one draft pick. The guy's a stud, man.
You love
and everybody
Joe Burrow.
forgot about him.
Hey, I got my Joe Burrow jersey on, so you're talking to the wrong guy.
Why did everybody forget about my man Joe?
So, yeah, I agree, but we'll see. I'm excited for Trevor. I think he's going to be a beast. I just want the known commodity. I get both sides of the coin. Jags won't do it, though.
We're going to shift gears here. We got a special segment. T-Money's going to run off here for a second.
All right. We'll
and he's going to meet us up on the rooftop. We got a special segment for you. T-Money's running up to the rooftop. It's the Bud Light Chug to kick off the Ross Rant. A special for you this week. This is really something we're excited about to spice up the Ross Rant even better than it was. and we're going to go out to the rooftop right now to T-Money and the T-Ross Rant.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's T-Ross Rant. I'm on the rooftop up here in San Francisco. Beautiful day out. Wearing the Burrow jersey. Wishing him well, getting better. I just had knee surgery myself actually, so ironic. Hopefully he doesn't have his fourth like me. But this week, gonna chug a beer here, and then we're gonna go on to talk about what I want to tell the world needs to happen here. Give me a second. Woo! All right. This week's T-Ross Rant. I'm sick of teams being such wimps. Look at what the Rams do here. They trade for Matthew Stafford. They give away 2 firsts and they get rid of Goff. These guys go for it. I love it. They even had a first-round pick and won't for 8 years in a row after drafting Goff. Phenomenal. Teams need to start going for it more. Sick of my lowly Bengals just fine with being mediocre. The Packers drafting a QB when they have when they have Aaron Rodgers. Look at Tampa Bay. Go get Brady. Go get Gronk. Go get Brown. Look at the other team in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs. They go get Le'Veon Bell. They're going out and getting Tyrann Mathieu, signing big contracts. Go for it more. This is embarrassing. I'm sick of all these teams just fine with being mediocre and collecting your ownership check. Start spending money, trade, make moves, and make some big money moves. What do you think, G-Man?
All right, well, hey, Team Money, I love that, man. I love that. And what do I think about the Rams and going all in? I think you're right, man. I agree with you. You know, I think that more teams have to do that. Hey, Team Money's back. Team Money.
Back, baby.
That was fun, man.
Woo!
You added a whole new dimension, to our effort here. That was awesome, bro.
Trying.
And the view up
Beautiful
there is unbelievable,
view. Beautiful
man.
view. Can't get over it.
Yeah. That was good, man. But I think you're right, man. I'm with you on that. I'm going to go to the NFC for this topic. The team from the NFC that made all those moves that you were talking about in your rant was Tampa Bay. And look at what they did. They made all those moves that you're talking about last year. They won the NFC. I think the Rams have decided they're going to do it too. You're right. And so now it's a 2-man race in the NFC. If you look at the NFC conference, okay, who's the favorites next year? Right now it's Tampa and the Rams with this move. It's those two. But there's 3 other teams that have to make a move that are right there that could be with them if they do what you said, T-Money. It's the Saints, it's the Seahawks, and Green Bay. Those 3 teams. They're going to be on the outside looking in if they don't do something like what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get not wanting to risk your future, but a lot of these organizations are so focused about 10 years down the road, they don't realize that they're in a championship window now with championship caliber players. You have Aaron Rodgers, you need to freaking go for it. You have Russell Wilson, you need to freaking go for it. That's what the Rams know here. We have Aaron freaking Donald, probably the best D tackle ever. And we have Jalen Ramsey. We have 2 of the best defensive players on our team. And
great defense.
Our wide receivers are phenomenal. We have a young stud on a rookie contract at running back and a great coach. Let's do this now before everyone gets too old and we got to pay all these guys. Let's do it. Teams need to take a look at what these guys are doing and they're going to be in the playoff hunt. They're going to be talked about more than anyone. And then you have people, like I said, like the Bengals, who are just fine with being content and paying mediocre free agents and not really being big spenders or big traders. You need to go for it.
I got the Rams here. You see my Rams hat?
Yeah.
And I'm with you on the Rams, but really it was Tampa Bay that set the trend. And I think the Rams looked at that last year and said, we got to make a move.
Yeah.
And Tampa really set the trend.
Yep.
And now the Rams responded. And who else in that NFC is going to step up? Because they're sitting there on the outside looking in. The Saints, what are they going to do? The Seahawks, they're going to lose the NFC West to the Rams. And Green Bay, what is Aaron Rodgers? He can't take another loss. That guy's going to flip out if he loses again like that.
Oh, my God.
They should have went to the Super Bowl, and they didn't get it done. Those 3 teams, what are they going to do?
Yeah, they need to make moves. That's all I'm saying. So I just want teams to go for it more. I like what the Rams did. So it's exciting, and I hope they take after the Rams and Tampa Bay more. More people should do that. So exciting stuff. Good for the Rams.
Hey, let's go on to our picks. We got these Super Bowl picks. This is really big because people want to win on the Super Bowl. There's a lot of bragging rights. There's a lot of props that are bet. People they're going to be doing Zoom parties probably, maybe some little small in-person parties, but they want to win the social bets. And there's a
Oh
bet
yeah.
for everybody in the Super Bowl. But we're going to give you three bets, everybody. We're going to give you the winner. We're going to give you the over/under, and then we're going to give you our best prop pick, which is kind of those fun picks for those of you who don't know, where you can just kind of pick everything: the coin toss, the Gatorade bath, whatever you want. So we're going to give you our picks, man. Hey, and remember, G-Man this season, 67% win percentage with the spread,
Woo.
y'all.
Very
Get ready
impressive.
for next season and get your pocketbook out, because
Oh yeah.
here we go. But I'm going to start off with my pick here, Team Money, and I'm going to pick the winner of the game, and I'm just going right to it. I'm going Tampa with the 3
Woo.
points. I'm going Tampa to win this game 45-6. Listen to this stat: 45-6. The winner of the Super Bowl covers the spread.
Wow.
45 out of 51. So all you gotta do is pick the winner, man. Don't even worry about the points. All right, I'm going with Tampa to win this. Here's my reasons. Okay, out of his 9 previous Super Bowls, Tom Brady has been an underdog. This is only the second time. The other time he was an underdog, he pounded the greatest show on turf, the
Yep.
Rams.
Kurt
He
Warner.
pounded them. He's a good underdog bet, man. Here's my second reason: Tom Brady and that offense. If you look at the last 3 games, the last 3 home games, 313 yards per game, which is third best in the league. Kansas City has allowed almost 300 passing yards per game on the road during that same time frame. So they're giving up points, and Brady's scoring them. So I think that they're going to put points against Kansas City, man.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and I got 2 more. The third reason: the Brady's and the Bucks are playing at home. How can you not? Uh, they're playing at home. This is going to be big. All right, and the last stat for you,
Yeah.
I'll give you a stat. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs are 8-10 against the spread this season. There's only 2 Super Bowl teams that were historically as bad as them, and they went into the Super Bowl and got crushed. Okay, so teams that don't have a good spread win during the season, they get pounded in the Super Bowl. I'm going Tampa Bay, and give me the 3, but I don't think I even need it.
Okay, are you done? Okay. Long. Jeez. I
Hey,
I
this is
didn't
an
know we were.
important pick.
I didn't know we were doing the G Ross rant here.
It's an
Okay,
important pick here.
This was the G Ross rant, I guess. Okay.
This is an important
No,
pick.
no, no. Okay, I'm going on the bandwagon here, and I think it's becoming the underdog because everyone's on Tom Brady. Man, they love him and they're taking the points. It's all
Well,
cute.
he's won 6 Super Bowls.
The Chiefs are the first NBA like dynasty where they can go on cruise control through a season. You've never seen anything like these guys just go up by 30 and then they're like, okay, well, you guys score 25. It'll look close at the end, but it won't even be a close game. And that's exactly what happened the last time the Chiefs already beat these guys in the regular season. It ended up 27-24, but the Chiefs dominated that game and then let them come back because they didn't care. They got the W and they were in cruise control. Tyreek Hill had 200 yards in the first quarter. I mean, this guy was going off. They can't guard these guys. I think the Chiefs run away with it. I'll take the points easy. I think that they're going to make a statement. I know they don't care how they win or by how much, like a lot of people do, but I think 3 points to the Chiefs is easy. I think that I'll at least get my money back if they win by a field goal, but I think the Chiefs win this running away.
All right, man. All right, all right. I know you don't like hearing me talk about Tampa when you're picking the Chiefs. Hey, man. All right, that sounds good. I'm going over under on this game. Just telling you in advance, though, that the last 20 Super Bowls, the over under is an even 10-10. So there's no real trend here.
Very
You
interesting.
Look at the last 20 Super Bowls, okay? But I'm going under on this one, man. It's 56.5. I'm going under. Last time these two teams met, it was 51 points.
Yep.
Now it's 56.5. 6 of the last 7 Super Bowls that had that kind of point total, a 56 or higher point total, they went under, man. 6 of the last 7. And
Very
that's
interesting.
because teams usually start slow. And my last stat is the under is 8-4 when Kansas City plays a night game. The last 12 night games, Kansas City goes under the lights, man.
I guess
The game's going under.
Patrick Mahomes is scared of the dark, I guess, so he's not going to be able to throw the
Good
ball or
point.
something.
That's
Look,
a good
I,
point.
I think this is going over, so we're clearly disagreeing on everything. I think, like I said, the Chiefs were in cruise control much of the season. I think that they're going to have their foot on the gas, knowing that at any point Tom Brady could pull a Patrick Mahomes and come back down 34, like they did versus Atlanta when Tom Brady was with the Patriots. So I think they keep their foot on the gas here and can get to at least 30 to 35 points. And if you think this is going to be a close game and the spread's only 3, then as long as they get to 27, you can hit the over. So I think that the Chiefs will score over 30 points. And so in ipso facto, it's going over.
That's great. So you like Kansas City and over. G-Man's going Tampa Bay and under. We're going to see what shakes out, man. Let's go to our best prop pick. I really like the Gatorade bath and the coin toss. I really want to
those
go
are
with
fun.
that. But I wanted to bring more intelligence to our very critical show here.
Yes,
So
of course.
I'm going for the MVP, okay?
Oh.
And if you believe that Tampa's going to win, there's only one logical choice for the MVP, and that's my man TB12.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
There's going to be
obvious.
a lot of points scored. I don't see a running back getting it. Tampa's going to score points.
No.
It's not going to be the running back. I think Brady's going to throw the ball around. He's the favorite if Tampa wins to get the MVP.
For sure.
He's also the sentimental favorite. If there's two guys in a room and they have to decide, let's just give it to Tom. You know? This is pretty amazing for him to come from New England, who completely fell apart this year. This guy comes to a new team, goes all the way to the Super Bowl and wins. Yeah, let's give him the MVP. Brady's going to be the choice. It's Brady's game. It's Brady's story. It's Brady's legend. He wins it again.
Okay, very interesting. I'm going to go, a little bit crazier of one. I'm going to go with who scores the first touchdown of the game for either team. And I'm going to go with Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. So the Chiefs will score first, and Travis Kelce will catch. Wow, I can't even talk right now because I'm so excited about Travis Kelce catching
I love
balls.
Travis Kelce. You know that.
So I think he's going to catch the first touchdown. It's plus 350, so you could win a decent chunk of change on that. But yeah, I'll take Travis Kelce, first touchdown of the game. That's my prop bet. That'll be a fun one to watch and see if he can get it.
I love that one. And if they get the ball first and they go all the way down, they get the little shovel pass to Travis Kelce. Like right over the court, right over the center.
Yep.
He can get it right there. He goes in. Little 3-yard little shovel pass.
For sure.
No, I like that. They love that play.
Yeah.
And they love Travis Kelce around the goal line. So
exactly.
If the Chiefs get the ball first, you got a good chance of winning that, man.
Yep.
Hey, we're going to shift gears here now and go to our daily fantasy. Remember, y'all, daily fantasy, you can bet just for that day. So it's not like your team for the season. We're just betting for the Super Bowl. And Team Money and I are going to pick a team for you. We're going to play showdown mode. I'm actually going live here on DraftKings, and we're picking a showdown mode, and that means
all right.
We're going to have a captain. Who I'm going to put is Tom Brady as the captain because of everything I just said previously. I'm going to put him as our captain. We now have to pick 5 flex spots, Team Money. So who do you think from both teams is going to have a good fantasy day? Keeping in mind, the more expensive guys are better. And the least expensive guys aren't. So which guys really got the value? And we got $50,000 to spend. I just spent 15 on Tom Brady, so we only got 35 left. So what do you think? Do you think one of the defenses or one of the kickers comes in and scores some points here, or you want to go to a running back or a receiver?
Yeah, I want to. I don't know here. I really want to go Travis Kelce because I love his value for a tight end, but that's a lot. I'm gonna go with Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. Okay, I think he's being undervalued. He's been hurt the past couple weeks.
$7,000.
I think he's gonna have a big game. Gonna have a big game.
We'll put him in. There's some guys saying Darrell Williams might be the better choice. Darrell Williams going for $5,200. We got Clyde Edwards-Helaire at $7,000. You still think Clyde Edwards is a better pick?
They're more dynamic offense when he's in. That is the biggest key. So I think that they will go to him.
All right, who else do you like?
Oh man, I think the Chiefs kicker was probably a solid.
You like Butker? You like Harrison Butker?
He's a
$4,000.
phenomenal kicker, and I think the Chiefs score a lot of points. So I'll take him. What about
Okay.
you? What you got a guy or two you want to
Yeah,
throw in there?
okay. All right. You want me to pick one? I'm gonna put Kelsey in there, man. I'm gonna put
Oh man,
Kelsey in there.
I knew you'd crack there.
No, I think he's gonna get a touchdown. I think
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
do
score a
too.
touchdown.
I do
All
too.
right, I'm gonna put him in. We got 2 slots left. They have to average $6,500 each,
Okay,
which is fine.
I'll give you a long shot here. You can throw Scotty Miller in. I think Tom
Scotty
Brady
Miller. Let's go
really
down to the
likes him.
receivers. He's $3,400, so that's a good value for Scotty Miller.
Yeah, I think that's solid value. I think that's
All
solid
right,
value.
so we got a receiver for Tampa. We got a tight end for Kansas City, and we got a running back for Kansas City. You want to pick a running back for Tampa, or do you not think a running back for Tampa is going to do it this time?
I wouldn't be surprised if Fournette scores. Tom Brady loves to check the runs in the red zone, so if Fournette scores and he's available at a good price, I can't see the price right now. So
$7,800. We put him in. We still got $1,800 left. We could probably jiggle this lineup a little bit to make up for that 1,800. But right now we got Tom Brady as our captain. We got Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Fournette both in there. Clyde Edwards is $7,000. Fournette 7,800. And then in the receivers, we got Kelsey at 11 grand. Scotty Miller only 3,400 bucks, so we got a good value. And then we got one kicker in there, Harrison Butker. So that's our team for the showdown.
All right.
On DraftKings, Team Money and I picking the picks for you, man. I'm going to save this lineup.
That was off the
because
dome.
You and I are going to play that this
dome.
weekend. And now we're going to shift gears, Team Money, to the Woundwise Trivia of the Week. And by the way, I forgot for the T. Ross Rant, the Help Me Startup was sponsoring the T. Ross Rant. Do you have a startup or a new company idea? Why not get help from the experts at Help Me Startup? Try the easy-to-use startup tools and advice to help you get moving on your way toward investment and success. Learn more at helpmestartup.co. That was the T. Ross Rant. Now we're going to the Woundwise Trivia of the Week, sponsored by Woundwise IQ. It's a patented mobile imaging and analytics software app that's used by leading physicians and nurses caring for people with chronic wounds. Learn more at woundwiseiq.com. Thank you to our sponsors there. Let's go to the trivia of the week and see if Team Money can pull this off. We want Team Money to tell us which 4 NFL teams have never appeared in a Super Bowl.
Okay.
And of those 4, who's going to make it there first?
Okay, well, I think one's the Bengals. No. Texans.
That is correct.
Jags.
That is correct.
Titans?
No.
Okay, well, I'm
you're
going to start.
Cleveland Browns, man. You're Cleveland Browns.
The Browns didn't? Well, they won it. That's tough. They won like a championship in the old football league. So, yeah, the Browns haven't.
And then the Detroit Lions.
The Lions. What did I think of that? Yeah.
So of the Lions, these are interesting teams, these 4 teams. You got the Lions, who now got Goff. You got the Browns, who are picking it up. You got the Texans, who may be able to keep, according to John Clayton, they're going to keep Deshaun Watson. That's what John Clayton just announced today. So the Texans, could they keep Deshaun and make a run? And then you got the Jags with Urban Meyer going in, picking up probably the number 1 draft pick. So what do you think, man? Which one of those teams gets to the Super Bowl first?
I mean, Jags are really far away, I think, just culture-wise. Detroit's never going to win anything in their life. The Texans might be the worst organization in not only football, but sports.
So there's a reason these teams are down here.
So, yeah. And the Browns were the laughingstock for the longest time. But the Browns are clearly the answer here. I mean, they're the only one of those teams to make the playoffs and win a playoff game. They were in the game with the Chiefs. They could have won if they had gotten the ball back. The talent is great around them. I think they have a few more moves to make on that defensive side. And in a year or two, if Baker's not too expensive and they still have that talent around them, I think that they could definitely make a run to the Super Bowl.
Wow, Team Money, you sounded great on it. That's got to be a clip that we send out on TikTok.
Yeah,
and we are killing it on TikTok, all you fans out there. Thanks for all of the views on TikTok. We're just killing it out there. Instagram. We love all those platforms. Hey, man, next week's show, we're going to start shifting to March Madness. We're going to even get Team Money to maybe do some Daytona 500 in February. We're lining up guests for you. It's going to be fun, man. Thank you to Woundwise for sponsoring our Trivia of the Week. And thank you to Help Me Startup for sponsoring the T. Ross Rant with the new Bud Light Chug. If you're sponsoring, please reach out to us. And if you like the show, Press the like and subscribe button. Team Money. It's been fun, man.
Yeah, been a good time. Excited, for the Super Bowl this weekend and start phasing out into more some basketball and golf and a little bit of everything. We're Father, Son, and Holy Sport here. It's not Father, Son, and Holy Football. So, we're going to expand our brand a little bit here. No one's ready for us out there. Watch out, watch out.
Let's
Exciting
go, Tampa
stuff.
Bay fans. Bring home the victory.
All right, we'll see you later, guys.